Hello, this is X. I am Luigi X, aka the Austin I Let's Play, and welcome to X. I am Luigi X builds a new computer. Today, I'm going to be building my new computer that I got in the mail today. Woohoo! Actually, yesterday. I didn't have enough time to put together yesterday. So first, let's see what we're replacing. Okay, so that's the power supply that we're going to be keeping to save money. There's a fan, yeah. There's the processor. It's an AMD Athlon 2 5200 plus AM2 socket, a 2.7 gigahertz, and it's got a Cooler Master fan. And then down here we have, we've got 4 gigabytes of 2x2 obviously of DDR2 memory. Here we have a tangle of wires to the DVD drive, which we will also be recycling. And down here is the 500 gigabyte hard drive that I will be recycling because it has my Let's Plays on it. And then over here is the, I don't know what, the chipset. Over here is the 2 PCI slots. Here's the graphics card, which is an NVIDIA 8600 GT. That's gonna go, as long as the rest of this board. So basically everything on the board is gone, but everything not on the board is staying. And here's some of the stuff I'm going to replace it with. I've got a Gigabyte 890 GPA UD38 board. Woohoo! Let's look at the back. Oh, that's upside down. Let's look at the back of it. USB 3.0, it's got 2 of those. USB power. USB power boot. Oh, come on, I can't get steady. Lever the blah 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 blah. Got, SATA 3.0 up to 4x speed with RAID 0. Goes up to 6 gigabits a second on that. It's got auto unlock, which I'm not really going to be using since I already have a 6-core processor. Energy saver, which is always good. 2 ounces of copper in the PCB, which allows it to be extra cool. And the GPU can be overclocked to 1150 megahertz. The standard clock of that is 700 megahertz. Which is a big upgrade from the 500 from what I've got. Here's the Kingston HyperX memory. It's 2x2. That's 4 gigabytes of DDR3 memory. Here's a white box which contains the 1 terabyte bare hard drive that comes with the kit. Here's the AMD Phenom 2X6 processor. AMD Phenom 2 multi-core processor. Comes with the heatsink, of course.
What are you doing?
And that's everything I'm replacing. Okay, recipe. Post there, and there. There's not a post there and a post there. Just 2 more to get it to fit. I'll get it.
Okay, and here we have the board. Here's the CPU. Here's the motherboard.
Back.
Here's the little box, or here's the case we're putting it in.
Here's the thermal stuff.
When you're building a computer, you want to remember to have like the pulls in the right place.
Yes.
So you can attach it properly. Are you gonna narrate or anything?
Well, we're gonna put the processor on, I guess. What are you looking for?
I was just trying to find something that's grounded before I play with this.
Why?
So if I have any static charge, I don't
Remember,
read
guys,
it off.
when you're installing a computer, you want to ground yourself so you don't zap your incredibly expensive 6-core processor.
It's not that expensive. It's only like $180 for the model I bought.
Well, AMD is cheaper than Intel.
Intel's expensive.
Yeah, that's probably why you're buying it when you buy AMD. Want to make sure to put that in properly. I'm going to be careful doing this so all the little pegs line up properly. Don't bend anything, because that one little bent or broken peg can ruin the whole chip. So
Yes.
be careful.
You got to be very
careful.
Go slowly.
Go slowly.
Are you copying everything I'm saying?
I don't know, am I?
Well, you certainly sound like it.
Now, here's the fan. Did this fan come with the...
What do you think? It's in the same box. Of course it did.
Looks like they gave you a pretty good fan. I mean, not like in the old days where they used to skimp out and give you a crappy fan.
It's not exactly like the best fan, but for a stock fan, it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's better than just the...
That's what the reviews on Newegg said.
Yeah, better than just the cheap little things they used to give you back in like early, like 5 years ago.
I was just curious about something.
What?
I wonder if that other one will fit this or not.
Because it's better.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the other fan we have is, well, I already showed you it, obviously, when I was showing you everything I was replacing. It's pretty good, actually. So we're seeing if that actually fits, and if we can use it, because it's pretty good. Here's the old board.
So right now we're seeing if the new
Something fell off. Where'd it go?
piece fit and we've lost something.
Is it on there? There should be a lever thing or something for this.
And there's the thing. Excuse me.
Do you need something to clean that off with?
Yeah, get me some.
Alright.
Yeah, the rubbing alcohol and some cotton balls.
Here to hear, folks. Rubbing alcohol is very good at removing the thermal gunk from old fans. Because you don't want to leave that on when you're using a fan. As you can see, this fan's much larger than the stock fan.
This on.
Now, the news. The old fan does fit.
Because it's better than that stock fan. Stock fans really aren't the best.
If they have been getting better over the past few years, they're still not like the super best.
No, like, see, I mean, if you compare these things, look at the size of this. Look at this thing's fan. Right? It's kind of small. And it's rather small heat sink. It does have the copper piping, which is good. But look at that thing. It's a lot bigger than this. Which sucks.
So now we can... The old trick of removing... cleaning... the old thermal paste off
Using
using cotton balls and
rubbing alcohol.
rubbing alcohol. It's also kind of cleaning off the top of the chip.
You need thermal glue to make a thermal stuff to make a good thermal.
Yes, usually they give you some thermocouple with it.
They do.
Yes, most of the time they give you a little bag, but
We already have our own tube.
we already have a giant tube.
And we also have a smaller tube when I bought my last fan. That one. Like, usually when you buy fans, it comes... I know when you buy
By
fans.
fans, they buy, because they don't want you to use it. So you just putting it on. He's kind of sitting it on top of the chip.
Now we grab...
This is the fan. and he's mounting it onto the clip. And these clips can be annoying to use because they just are.
That's the one annoying thing about AMD is putting on their clips. However,
Intel, they just screw on.
However, considering Intel's processors are a lot more expensive for the same thing, AMD's better,
In his opinion.
in my opinion. Which is the best opinion ever. Not really. But really, Intel's kind of expensive.
Look, how much was it for an Intel 6-core processor?
An Intel i7 costs more than this.
Isn't that like the lowest grade 6-core you can get from Intel?
This is AMD.
No, the i7.
No, an i7 is a quad core. An i7 is the high-end quad core from Intel. What's the i5? Is that quad or dual?
I think they're all quad, they're just different.
No, I'm pretty sure i3 is dual.
I3, but yeah.
i3 is dual. I think i7 is the high-end quad, I guess. See, that's got a big fan.
You want to make sure to connect the fan to the board so the board will power it.
Duh.
Because it would be kind of pointless.
Man, this thing has a small, has a tiny.
Because you don't want your chip to overheat because that will ruin it.
Okay.
Now, we're whipping out the instruction manual.
If you need help putting together a computer, please check the enclosed instruction book. The board comes with built-in graphics.
Yes, but there are slots for
Obviously.
it, because this board is compatible. If you had two ATI video cards, you can stick the other one in there, and it would, if it was compatible, it would split the work between the two chips.
Yeah, this board is ATI Hybrid Crossfire X. So if I want to upgrade the graphics, I'd probably have to upgrade the power supply, but I could just buy a cheap.
Yes, it's kind of an old power supply.
I'm kind of a bit cheap like that.
I don't think I'll be able to overclock it that much because of his power supply too. It's kind of old. Did you dust it out or anything? 'Cause it's kind of dusty.
No.
And are you going to be replacing that hard drive or are you going to be leaving it?
It's got my Let's Plays on it. How can I replace it? It's got my Let's Plays on it.
You looked at the manual to figure out where you need to put the memory cards, because there are 4 slots. But we bought a set that matches for faster speed.
It's a do-it-yourself kit from Newegg.
So you need to put them in specific slots, which
He is doing right now.
she's doing right now, and why you was looking at the instruction book.
You just put it in, and once it's in, the clips just pop back in.
Yes, that hold those in place. You want to do this before you insert it into the case because it's easier.
Yeah.
You have more access to.
Okay. And now what else do we need to put in? Oh wait a minute, that's pretty much everything except for the hard drive. That's everything on the board. Because the board comes with built-in graphics.
Yeah, if it didn't, you would put it into one of the slots. One of these slots. So now here it goes into the case, and I don't think you mentioned those Loris boards come with a little metallic part you slide over that fits with their output ports on the back.
Yeah.
Most boards have most companies have different kind of output setups.